From skyscrapers shaped like pickles to buildings that truly blow your mind. These are the craziest architectural marvels that make London's cityscape unique. We kick things off with one of the wackiest buildings in London's main financial district. The Lloyd's building on Leadenhall Street is a bold reimagining of what an office can be. If you compare this to most office towers of its time, it's a different story. Because the Lloyd's building turns architecture inside out by placing its mechanical systems on the exterior. But why would they do this? Well, by moving elevators, pipes and other utilities outside, the building frees up interior office space inside. Lloyd's building is classed as high-tech architecture. But what makes it truly remarkable isn't just its futuristic aesthetic, it's how it embodies versatility. It's designed to evolve with the needs of its occupants over the decades. And I know what you're probably thinking. Why expose all those pipes and elevators? Isn't that something you're supposed to hide? Well, it's not just for show. This inside-out design reflects the high-tech philosophy of making functionality visible. It's a building that wears its engineering on its sleeve. The Lloyd's building is more than just an office. It's a landmark that redefined London's skyline, standing as a global symbol of bold architectural innovation. Next up on the list is a complete 180 from the modern architectural style. St. Paul's Cathedral is a masterpiece of architectural ingenuity. Built by the legendary Sir Christopher Wren in the late 17th century, it has stood tall for more than 300 years. And what makes St. Paul's so special is that it's not just one style. It's a fusion of neoclassical, Gothic and Baroque elements. On the west side of the building, Wren incorporated neoclassical aspects through the use of Corinthian columns. And the main dome itself is a central Baroque feature, symbolizing the style's emphasis on being bold and dramatic. And here's the thing, St. Paul's isn't just a monument to history. It remains an active church and cultural icon, hosting everything from royal weddings to memorials, all while standing as a reminder of London's resilience. St. Paul's Cathedral is more than just a church. It's a symbol of architectural ingenuity and cultural significance. Making a diversion from buildings, next we have one of the most iconic bridges in the world. This is Tower Bridge, a shining example of neo-Gothic architecture in the heart of London. At first glance, Tower Bridge may look like a castle from the Middle Ages, but it's not as old as you might think. Built in 1894, its iconic design was carefully crafted to harmonise with the nearby Tower of London. So, what exactly makes Tower Bridge neo-Gothic? Well, the style, also known as Revival Gothic, was inspired by the Middle Ages, borrowing elements like turrets, pointed arches, and intricate ornaments that you'd typically find in churches or castles. Look closely and you'll notice pointed arches in the windows, balconies with ornate detailing, and the castle-like turrets that give the bridge its fairy tale charm. But here's the thing, Tower Bridge isn't just a pretty facade. The bridge can even allow river traffic to pass, a feat of engineering that was revolutionary at the time. Tower Bridge is more than just a crossing over the Thames. It's a symbol of Victorian innovation and an enduring tribute to London's architectural heritage. But this isn't the only iconic example of Gothic architecture in the city. This is the Palace of Westminster, an icon of the nation's past, present and future. And if you compare it to other government buildings of the time, it's a different story. Where others embraced neoclassical styles, the palace stands as a defiant statement of continuity through its neo-Gothic splendour. Its neo-Gothic design wasn't just decorative, it was a symbolic choice to reflect the stability and order of Britain's past while heralding a new democratic age. Look closely and you'll notice the intricate detailing of its pointed arches and spires, with the northern tower housing the iconic Big Ben. This Gothic revival masterpiece is a living monument to Britain's political and cultural identity, a structure that has withstood the test of time and history to remain a symbol of democracy's resilience. But the Gothic masterpieces aren't done there. St Pancras Station is one of London's most iconic rail terminals. Originally opened in 1868, the station is defined by its towering red brick facade, pointed arches and ribbed stone vaults. But it's not just a Victorian relic, it's a symbol of resilience, having survived 2 world wars. And if you compare St Pancras to other 19th century stations, it's a different story. Its soaring clock tower isn't just functional, it was built to make a statement about Britain's industrial might. St Pancras isn't just a train station, It's a celebration of Victorian ambition and modern ingenuity. But Gothic isn't the only architectural style that's iconic in London. This is the Barbican, one of the most iconic examples of brutalist architecture. Brutalism is characterized by simplistic, hulking concrete structures, lacking in flourishes or classic beauty. Working with a site almost completely destroyed by the Blitz, the architects seized the chance to reimagine how we live in cities. They proposed a bold new vision, a city within a city. So, what exactly makes the Barbican so special? It's not just the bold, brutalist aesthetic, but the surprising softness created by sculptural gardens, a serene lake, and rounded elements. The Barbican isn't just a collection of concrete buildings, it's an experiment in how architecture can create community. It's an architectural legacy that continues to inspire with its boldness, complexity, and timeless relevance. Moving on from concrete to a glass and steel haven, this is the Gherkin, one of the UK's most recognisable modernist buildings. At first glance, its cucumber-like shape might seem purely aesthetic, but it's not just for show. It's a masterpiece of both form and function. Its distinctive glass and steel diagrid facade forms interlocking triangular prisms. This allows the building to withstand high winds without additional columns. Look closely and you'll notice that despite its curved appearance, almost none of the glass panels are actually curved. But here's the thing, the Gherkin isn't just iconic for its looks, it's also a pioneer in sustainability. Its design incorporates open circular floor plans with shaded glass and natural ventilation, cutting down on energy costs. The Gherkin is an engineering marvel that balances beauty with eco-consciousness. Now let's discuss a piece of architecture that was ahead of its time. This is Michelin House, a rare fusion of Art Nouveau elegance and industrial branding. Completed in 1911 as the UK headquarters for Michelin, it wasn't just an office, it was a statement designed to embody the company's identity through architecture. Michelin House merged branding with artistic expression, a concept far ahead of its time. Look closely and you'll notice the famous Michelin Man embedded into the architecture through beautiful mosaic tiles, which reinforces the idea of a building that's both an advertisement and a work of art. The curved lines and floral motifs are also an homage to the Art Nouveau style. There are, however, some hints of the Art Deco style with its neat and symmetrical structure. Its varying shades of terracotta is also Art Deco, adding brilliant hues to the exterior design. Michelin House isn't just a corporate headquarters, it's a visually striking piece of London's architectural heritage, proving that even commercial buildings can be both functional and beautiful. Another building which was groundbreaking is Somerset House. Somerset House was a Renaissance-inspired design, breaking away from medieval traditions to embrace symmetry, proportion, and classical detail. Look closely at the Palladian architectural principles which inspired architect Sir William Chambers. Notice the symmetry and strict proportion of the exterior. The giant order of pillars give the building its Renaissance identity. Look at the rusticated style on the arches. This is a technique where the exterior surface is intentionally made to look textured, which is a symbol of strength. Somerset House is a testament to Chambers' vision of blending classical beauty with civic purpose, making it an enduring icon. What better way to end this list with the wackiest futuristic building? Nicknamed the walkie-talkie because of its distinctive curved shape, 20 Fenchurch Street is a prominent skyscraper on the London skyline. Its unique silhouette, which bulges outward as it ascends, exemplifies neo-futurism in architecture, emphasizing innovative and forward-looking aesthetics. Its sky garden, spanning the top 3 floors, offers panoramic views of the city and serves as a public space. The walkie-talkie remains a subject of debate, symbolizing both the ambitions and challenges of contemporary urban architecture. Of course, we didn't cover all the architectural marvels of London in this video, so let us know which ones we missed for a future part 2.